We're super excited about kind of the change and the fresh start.
Top of mind for me has been how to stay inspired. I was so used to getting myself out into the three-dimensional environment and analyzing how people were using the space, how they were interacting, how they were working, how they were healing, how they were growing.
BWBR has made several fresh starts over the last year. All of them have to do with learning, technology, and equity. One of our first challenges had to do with student interns. How are we going to have meaningful internships virtually? Well, we made it a priority. We leaned on our newfound skills with Zoom and online collaboration, and we paired each student with one or two solid mentors that were going to work with them on team projects.
We've learned so much from what 2020 taught us and how we can do, but the biggest thing I have to say is be intentional and take that time to get to know each other and, make the world a better place.
Architects and designers know the power of the built environment. If the built environment can inspire and calm and heal, isn't it possible that it can also unintentionally harm or discourage? The built environment can present obstacles for women, queer folk, people of color, low-income communities, neurodivergent people, and folks with mobility or vision impairment. In order to design environments to be used and enjoyed by as many people as possible, we have to understand not just our own perspective, but the perspectives of those who have different lived experiences than we do.
A couple of years ago, we developed an equity task force, and one of the questions we had was, how do we keep learning about equity and social justice and unconscious bias when we're not around each other? Our equity task force developed what we call equity cafes. So once a month, we come together virtually, we watch a video together, and then we break into small groups for discussions. We have talked about the criminal justice system, immigration, the LGBTQ community, how to talk about race, bias in gender roles and expectations, and more. While some of these conversations have been a bit uncomfortable, we have found that they are a really valuable way to keep the conversation going and to keep educating ourselves.
We're on a mission to diversify the design profession and create a more just, equitable, and inclusive world.
In order to create equitable and inclusive places and spaces, we must first strive to build a firm from top to bottom with the people that are representative of the diversity, authenticity, and local culture of the cities we help reimagine.
Design is part of the solution. The best design solutions come from diverse design teams. Creative synergy happens when people from different walks of life collaborate on equal footing, when underrepresented voices are heard and valued.
We are determined to be part of the solution as an ally, which is why we're taking action that creates opportunities for the Black community, the BIPOC community, and other underserved people.
As we go forward, we realize we don't have all the answers. These issues are incredibly complex. However, we do know that we need to continue to advance as a firm and as a profession. And to do that, we need to design the built environment for all of us.
Hello and welcome to the 2021 IIDA Northland Chapter FAB Awards. I'm Rebecca Frenning, the new IIDA Northland Chapter President.
I'm Megan Duffy Sanaconi, the outgoing president.
And I'm Cassandra Greep, the incoming president. And tonight, we'll be your hosts.
Our beautiful home for this evening's event is the annex and the garden extensions of the creative co-working community Scout Workshop in Uptown Minneapolis. When Heather Rose Dunning and Kim Batchelor, owners of Yellow Dog Studio, were creating Scout Workshop, a plant-filled indoor-outdoor space was at the top of their priority list. Today, 50 members call this workshop their work home, while during after hours and weekends, it plays host to a range of events from intimate weddings to commercial photo shoots to virtual award ceremonies.
Thanks Heather and Kim for dreaming up this beautiful space. And thanks to all of you for joining us for our second and hopefully last virtual FAB Awards.
So kick back, relax on your sofa, or settle in with your viewing party crew. And let's get the night started.
Let's raise our FAB signature drinks and toast to the fresh, artistic, and brilliant interior design awards.
Cheers!
Thank you to all those who supported our local businesses by purchasing a FAB viewing kit. Norseman Distillery for these refreshing drinks, Mademoiselle for their artisanal sweets and natural ingredients, Remix for their delicious popcorn, love the churro flavor, and Ergo Floral for their sculptural palm. Lastly, a special shout out to Kelsey Sharp with Sharp Sign Co. for her creative design and beautiful execution of our FAB plaques. We truly can't wait to all be together for our next FAB Awards. But as that's far too long to wait, join us in person on Tuesday, October 12th for MiniCon. Stop by and see all your favorite reps, peers, and products at Allianz Field. MiniCon will be outdoors and booths will be covered. We're so excited to see how the committee will be reimagining fusion in the spring.
Hi, I'm Lauren Gardner, Vice President of Advocacy. Advocacy works both locally and nationally to promote, advance, and educate members of the public about the profession of commercial interior design. We all find meaning and purpose when we can help our neighbor or raise up a community. Celebrating our FAB projects has also become a small way to give back, and this year we've partnered with Better Futures Minnesota. Better Futures Minnesota seeks to build a movement that supports the personal transformation of men through integrated care and community support. They believe everyone deserves a fair shot at the American dream, and this dream includes the opportunity to pursue a good job, a safe home, healthcare, and meaningful relationships with friends, family, and the community. They also believe in personal redemption and second chances, and that men who are dedicated to change and hard work should have the opportunity to achieve success and make a positive impact in the community. Just as we, as designers, strive to build better communities, we are happy to partner with Better Futures Minnesota as our nonprofit this year, as they help these men build a better future for themselves.
I just got out of prison, March 1st. Altogether in my life, I did probably 15 years. Better Futures is the start to a new beginning from my old past.
You've got to have housing. You've got to be able to support yourself. And when you create a situation where a person can't do that, then you have high recidivism and people returning to jail because they have no support system.
Since 2002, I've been in and out of the prison system. I've done 5 bits for a total of about 12 years, and I finally had to say, when is enough enough? This time, I come into a building where it's all guys similar to me that are looking to restart their lives and just build up from the ground.
We provide a diverse number of services, including supportive housing, life skill coaching, job training, transitional work services, and of course, we provide the assistance with finding not only permanent housing, but permanent jobs once graduation from our program has been completed.
The contributions that we receive are used to help house the men, to help feed the men, but perhaps most importantly is to give them work in a variety of areas. Deconstruction of houses, which serves a societal purpose by keeping debris out of a landfill, and then we take it to our warehouse and resell it to consumers who can use these goods. So there's a symbiotic relationship between the environment, helping these men, and frankly, your contribution.
I was going down a dark road, and it's not dark no more, it's clear. And it's clear enough for me to see that I can go even farther than where I'm at and what they're helping me with. Anything's possible, especially coming from a dark place when you think nothing is possible.
I just moved into my own apartment, got my driver's license, I have a car. And those little goals for a lot of people don't seem like much, but for guys that have struggled with these challenges, it's everything. I've discovered just a whole newfound sense of self-love and self-respect within myself, and it's all because of Better Futures.
Better Futures is an opportunity for men to not live in the past, but to use the present to create a better future for themselves, their families, and frankly, society in general. That's what we're about.
You coming from prison and you need a good start, Better Futures is that start.
On behalf of the board, the staff, the men that we serve, and the better future that we all hope to create, thank you, FAB Awards, for giving us this moment, and we thank you for your support.
With IIDA Northland matching your individual donations, we were able to support Better Futures Minnesota. Thank you for your generosity. Our new award for 2021 is centered around design's innate ability to benefit our communities. The category, open to any project type, highlights any built project that emphasizes improving the physical space's impact on society through sustainability goals, community engagement, social justice, or pro bono design services. Throughout the evening, we'll be featuring each project that was submitted to the category this year. 5 projects that showcase the range of talent in our design community and celebrate the incredible and necessary work of the organizations served through these projects. Keep your eye out for the social impact spotlights between award categories.
This year, we lost one of our good friends and colleagues, Sherry Bjork. Sherry was a superstar in our industry and made her mark both in our profession and the broader community. An admittedly proud cheesehead, Sherry grew up in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. She graduated with her design degree from the University of Wisconsin Stout and moved to Minneapolis to start her career. After accumulating experience at Shea Inc. and Ellerby Beckett, in early 2004, she started the design firm Studio Hive, now part of DLR Group, with Sean Gaither and Janice Linster. Most recently, she was a principal and workplace leader at DLR Group. She continued her commitment to the industry and our community through her leadership in MinCrew, ALA Minnesota, and a host of other professional and socially minded organizations. She approached every new project as an opportunity to form a strategic partnership with her client, connecting the design of space with their business objectives. This mindset served her well, enabling her to establish long-standing relationships, some of which span 20+ years, with clients such as Infor, Gray Plant Moody, Lathrop, GPM, Chestnut Cambroni, Hennepin County, UCare, and Rally Health. In addition to her well-deserved reputation as a talented designer and project leader, Sherry had an incredible passion for the outdoors. You should see her garden. Biking, hiking, and trips to the North Shore marked her annual calendar. For anyone familiar with the Boundary Waters, we're talking camping and canoe portages, not lounge chairs and resorts. As a respected foodie, Sherry was a go-to for restaurant recommendations and unique recipes, and she was also fond of a nice pour of Pappy Van Winkle from time to time. Sherry had 2 furry roommates, Finn and Willow, and if you had the opportunity to catch her on a Zoom call, you may have met one of her cuddly cats jumping on camera to share the spotlight. Sherry was fortunate to have an amazing family, including an identical twin sister, all of whom have been incredibly supportive during the challenges of the past couple years. For those of us who knew her well, we have learned from her these past few years the meaning of a positive attitude. She carried a smile on her face that not only kept her own spirits up, but ours as well. We will cherish her memory. We are continually inspired by our peers in the design industry, and we are thrilled that one of our very own members has been named IIDA's 2021 Member of the Year. And not only that, but she has also been recognized as ASID's 2021 Ones to Watch. Please join me in congratulating Madi Ansera. Madi has been consistently involved in IIDA, including serving as president and as VP of Government and Regulatory Affairs for the Northland Chapter Board. She has a breadth of experience in workplace, higher education, cultural and performing arts, and healthcare. She believes in an empathetic design approach where she listens first and then dives deeper to understand each client's unique needs and strengths. Madi works to provide space for the most marginalized to voice their perspectives, which extends beyond her 9-to-5. Her active involvement in Visual Black Justice, a Black women-led community organization, continues the critical fight towards justice and equity. She is an inspiration of authenticity, compassion, and determination to all her colleagues and fellow IIDA members. We're so proud she's representing the Northland chapter at a national level. Well done, Madi.
Madi's work towards justice is so inspiring. Our Northland chapter is actively working towards making the design field a more equitable, inclusive profession. So we're excited for our recent initiative of the BOLD program. BOLD stands for Building Outstanding Leaders in Design and was developed in partnership with the Minneapolis and St. Paul chapter of the National Organization of Minority Architects. Please join me in welcoming one of our partners with NOMA, Patricia Mutebi, to introduce you to what BOLD is all about.
Thank you, Lauren. I am Patricia Mutebi, and I'm the current co-chair of the BOLD program from MSP NOMA. The vision of this program is to provide mentorship for designers of color by designers of color so that they may excel in leadership and create a strong community as they grow in their careers. This year's program has explored with bold participants topics of personal perspective, demanding your value, leading authentically, critiquing through a diverse lens, and managing difficult conversations with multidisciplinary professionals. We invite our members and design partners currently working in any field of interior design, architecture, engineering, or construction to apply for this uniquely designed mentorship and networking program.
The 390 members of our Northland chapter are what makes tonight and the entire calendar of events possible. Each and every one of you dedicates your time and talent to ensure our industry continues to thrive by advocating for the interior design profession within our Minnesota community. Membership fosters connections, boosts leadership opportunities, and advances careers. We're all stronger when we're together, and through our collected efforts the past year, we've been able to award numerous member scholarships and support additional educational opportunities for members to advance their professional knowledge. It's our goal to ensure that we're able to share the benefits of IIDA with as many professionals and students in our design community as possible. Last year, we introduced the Emerging Design Professional Award category as a way to celebrate our up-and-coming IIDA members, and we're thrilled to continue the recognition this year. The Emerging Design Professional Award honors an IIDA Northland chapter member who within their first 10 years of experience in the industry is exemplifying excellence and dedication to their craft. They are uplifting our Northland chapter and our interior design profession as a whole. Their skills, leadership, and contributions to our community mark them as one to watch. This year, our recipient's excellence and dedication to the design profession brings her to the top of the list. Her talent and leadership is not only recognized by her firm, but also the broader community, as demonstrated through her multiple design awards. A big congratulations to Natalie Rethlake with HGA. Natalie has an authentic desire to make things better, beautiful, and inclusive as illustrated in the Westwood Nature Center's sustainability story and her current work in the Playwright Center's design process, which is promoting a truly inclusive environment. Natalie is a strong role model not only for junior colleagues and student mentees, but for senior professionals as well. She enthusiastically volunteers her time and talents to important community causes, both internally and externally. She is actively involved in IIDA Northland as well as the broader arts community, serving as a patron assistant at the Guthrie Theater. Congrats, Natalie.
We look forward to the FAB Awards each and every year. This event has looked slightly different these past couple years, but I think we can all agree that it is equally as fresh and brilliant as years past. Rosa Brandt's leadership these past 2 years is a huge reason for this event's success. Thank you to Rosa and the amazing team she assembled. This amazing virtual experience would not be possible without each one of these committee members. Let's hear it for the FAB Awards Committee. Woo! All of IIDA's efforts are bolstered year after year by our annual sponsors. None of this would be possible without your generous support. A special thanks to our diamond sponsors, Atmosphere Commercial Interiors, Fluid, and Gardner Builders.
This year, we took full advantage of our virtual world to meet with jurors from coast to coast and across the world. Join me in welcoming our esteemed jury and extending our gratitude for their time, thoughtful deliberation, and flexibility in scheduling meetings across time zones. Mary Frazier is a principal in Ewing Cole's New York office, where she focuses on healthcare planning and design and ensures all projects meet her high standards for design excellence. Mary has worked on many notable and award-winning projects for clients including Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, Northwell Health, New York Presbyterian, and Mount Sinai Medical Center. She embraces a hands-on approach on all projects and feels most rewarded completing projects that exceed both her clients' expectations and her professional goals. Mary has a degree in architecture from Drexel University and business from Pennsylvania State University. She often speaks at conferences on the impacts of the design environment on patient and staff experiences, as well as efficiency and outcome. Let's hear a quick hello from Mary.
Hey there. I wanted to take the opportunity to thank the selection committee for asking me to be a part of your 18th annual awards. The over 40 projects we had the opportunity to review truly show how design can transform a simple project brief into a fresh, artistic, and brilliant experience. And we look forward to sharing those projects with you this evening. As we look back to the past 18 months, I take heart in a quote from Deepak Chopra, which says, "All great change is preceded by chaos." I can truly say this last year has been a bit chaotic, but I do hope great change comes from it. Thanks again, and I look forward to sharing these presentations with you.
Prior to her role as Director of Hospitality for HOK Hong Kong, Julia Monk was a founder and managing partner of BBG BBGM, an architectural and interior design practice that consistently ranked in the top 10 of global hospitality design firms. Julia has focused on defining luxury guest experiences in locations that circle the globe. She has been an industry leader in the field of hospitality and design since 1978 and recipient of industry's highest honors. Her projects and ideas are often published in leading hospitality and design journals. A licensed architect and interior designer, Julia is the first person to be elevated to Fellow of the AIA and the IIDA in the same year. She is a renowned keynote speaker and panelist at premier hospitality events. Her passion is capturing the essence of what diversity, equity, and inclusiveness bring to life. Let's hear more from Julia.
Thank you for the lovely introduction. It's an honor to be a FAB judge. I've really enjoyed reviewing all the wonderful projects and working with my fellow jurists during our very lively deliberation session. For me, this experience has truly been an example of, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And together, we, the jury, made the tough decisions that led to the award winners you will see tonight. I know you'll be impressed. Enjoy.
As the design voice of impact and change, Kia Weatherspoon has spent the last 15 years defying every design stereotype. The most damaging, interior design is a luxury reserved for few. Her voice, advocacy for design equity, and design practice have all shifted the narrative, making interior design a standard for all. As an advocate and educator in business leadership, equity, and diversity, Kia has been recognized by Interior Design Magazine as a hip design for the greater good and selected as a globestreet.com Real Estate Forum 2020 Woman of Influence. For over a decade, Kia has led her firm, Determined by Design, in Washington, D.C., in creating elevated, equitable design outcomes for over 3,500 families, 25 communities, and designed over 165,000 square feet of interior spaces for affordable and low-income housing. Her advocacy is challenging and changing national and local housing policies. She is addressing head-on the discriminatory practices and language used by real estate developers, forcing transparency and predatory markups from contractors, and she is educating architectural counterparts on the necessity of empathetic design. Let's hear more from Kia now.
Hello everyone, Kia Weatherspoon. I am so excited to be here. Something tells me we're gonna have a fab time. Is that too much? I don't think so. But anyway, oh wow, I'm really excited. I think we're at a pivotal time in design, and one of the things that always keeps me grounded is always focusing on remembering that interior design is not a luxury for a few, but a standard for all. And I'm looking forward to this evening and just looking at some amazing projects that really exemplify how design can impact and change lives.
As a veteran of commercial interiors with the scars to prove it, Gary Nichols has devoted himself to his passion for design for more than 3 decades. Gary is responsible for directing business development and commercial interiors at Revel Architecture and Design in San Francisco. He possesses an uncanny ability to combine strong design, technical, and project management skills, ensuring that creativity never means losing sight of buildability and the client's budget and schedule. Let's hear a hello from Gary.
Thank you for that intro, and congrats to the Northland's 18th year on the awards. Congrats also to everyone that entered. As they say, if you can't win if you don't play. Asked some philosophies of design and the like. I have 2 small, very quick. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. I think some of you might know what that means. And then my second is edit, edit, edit. So look forward to the show, and thank you again.
Thank you, Gary, and to all our fabulous 2021 jurors. This year, each of our sponsors will introduce an award category directly from the site of a nominated project. We're so excited to get to see some of these spaces in more detail. So without further ado, our friends at Herman Miller and Interium are ready to kick off the awards. Take it away, ladies.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Amanda Hooper, and I'm here with Sarah Swanson. We are thrilled to begin tonight's honors with the Community and Civic category.
We are at the newly renovated Bakken Museum right off of Lake Pidaymacoska in South Minneapolis.
As we've begun to return to gathering to our favorite public spaces, we're reminded at what a special place they hold, both in our communities and our hearts.
Whether it be art, history, or science, museums like this one bring us so much joy from childhood to adulthood.
Should we take a look at this year's nominees? All right. Let's take a look at this year's nominees for some of the best examples of community gathering spaces around our beloved Twin Cities. First up, Austin Community Recreation Center, BWVR.
Next, Westwood Hills Nature Center, HGA.
Minnesota National Guard Division Headquarters Complex, Leo A. Daley.
MSP Airport Silver Ramp, Miller Dunwoody.
And of course, the Bakken Museum, RSP.
And the
FAB Interior Design Award for Community and Civic goes to
Westwood Hills Nature Center by HGA. The new Westwood Hills Nature Center in St. Louis Park is a threshold to both nature and knowledge, serving the community with educational classes, recreational activities, and access to miles of trails, all nestled among a beautiful Midwestern landscape. The project continued the narrative of the existing site. St. Louis Park reclaimed the former golf course in the 1950s and has cultivated it into 160 acres of rippling grassland, towering forest, and critical wetlands. The building's form took cues from the surrounding landscape, with exterior colonnades and cladding inspired by the tree-filled site. The interiors drew inspiration from Minnesota's 4 biomes: coniferous forest, deciduous forest, prairie grassland, and tall grass aspen parkland. As if cutting a section through each biome to discover what can be found there, the palette is based in colors, patterns, and textures found within the flora and fauna from across the state. The Westwood team deeply connected with a design philosophy that was rooted in land conservancy and an appreciation for our Mother Earth. A forward-thinking client, St. Louis Park had ambitious but clear goals for the project. A net zero energy building that reflects the mission and active stewardship of the Westwood Hills and greater St. Louis Park community. The design process envisioned the building as a teaching tool. Each effort and strategy would be integral to the experience of the space itself. A holistic approach to design and energy systems employed both passive and active strategies to achieve a net zero building, from positioning the building on site, to selecting interior finishes, to educating the staff on key mechanical operations. ILFI Net Zero Energy Certification pending the first year of energy data, the project team will continue to learn from the building's life cycle, applying that knowledge to future projects. The Nature Center is a prime example of what is possible in the built environment and a reflection of the responsibility we all share in shaping a livable future. The Westwood Hills Nature Center impressed the jurors with its continuity and attention to detail, as well as its story, starting with the building site, culminating with the interior. The presentation, like the building, told a cohesive story. We were excited to see a reemergence of diagrams and illustrations in the project description, highlighting strategies to meet a net zero certification, the core component of the building design. Simple details such as green lights that indicate when windows should open for maximal ventilation, door lights into typically hidden mechanical rooms, or slab cutouts illustrating the heating system functionality reflect some of the small design moves which conveyed overarching ideas and concepts. The use of the site's 4 Minnesota biomes as a way to organize the building planning became a thematic throughout the project, influencing the material palette, colors, and details. The jury was impressed with the harmony between the site and the Nature Center. There was nothing superfluous, only what was integral to developing the building as a teaching tool. And what a beautiful, well thought out tool it is. Congratulations, HDA, designers Ariane Alaxo and Natalie Rethlake, and the rest of the incredible team. And a thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Your time and dedication helped make this project fab.
We have done something here with a team of people that is phenomenal and will truly enable life-changing experiences for decades to come.
So often at Wolf Ridge, we talk about the fact that you can make a difference. And this building project has proven that.
The Living Building Challenge is an incredibly high standard. It's very rigorous, and right now there are only 19 buildings fully certified in the entire world. We are excited because we're building an idea that goes well beyond the boundaries of these walls and this site.
There are 2 paint industries who have changed it, Sherwin-Williams and Benjamin Moore, who have changed their product line to be more sustainable because of the Wolf Ridge project.
Wolf Ridge is one of those places where both families and children can come to learn about nature and enjoy it at the same time. This lodge provides a hands-on experience for families and campers to actually live in a way that is environmentally friendly, and to give them experiences where they can determine how they can have less negative impact on the environment where they live.
Kids have been living in this building for a number of months, and it's really fun to walk in, and they are already asking questions. What do these monitors mean? How can we do it? Can we make better choices and get our energy consumption down or our water consumption down?
I think for our students coming to the new Cargill Lodge is going to be a huge learning curve, a huge change, because every single day what they're going to see is the amount of energy that they use personally. We can talk about it, we can do the recycling that we've always done here, but when you get to see the energy that you use, the water that you use, it becomes personal to them and almost a competition. And I'm hoping from that they're going to bring that back to their homes, and I'm hoping we can bring that back to the classroom.
A place where people can learn in our generation, in my generation, and in the next generation of how to not only care for nature, but to protect it and preserve it.
Steelcase and GOP will be presenting our Education Award.
Hi, I'm Ingrid Demons with Steelcase.
And I'm Megan Little with GOP.
The last 2 years have shown us that education is changing. Now that virtual education is a consistent part of our education environment, it means the physical world needs to respond as well.
We collaborated with Perkins & Will on this project here at the University of Minnesota. As one of the most comprehensive educational facilities in the world, it is a premier training site for upcoming professionals.
This space is all about connection. This building brings together professionals, professors, and students all under one roof. And our entries tonight highlight the importance of continued innovation in higher education design.
And the nominees are
Buena Vista University, Siebens Forum Library Renovation, BWBR,
and Health Science Education Center, University of Minnesota by Perkins & Will. And the FAB Interior Design Award goes to
The University of Minnesota Health Sciences Education Center, Perkins and Will. SEC is the new front door for the University of Minnesota's health professions schools. Through a series of connecting design elements, including plazas, tunnels, skyways, and corridors, the new Health Sciences Education Center promotes human connections by using daylit circulation spaces to connect adjacent health sciences buildings and the neighboring hospital. As one of the most comprehensive interprofessional education facilities in the country, the Health Science Education Center is the premier training site for tomorrow's healthcare professionals. By co-locating future physicians, nurses, dentists, pharmacists, and public health professionals under one roof, this building reinforces the importance of connection between interprofessional teams to treat the complexity of human life. Through the design, human connections between health teams are cultivated and strengthened. The jurors found the University of Minnesota Health Sciences Center sophisticated and moody. The bold move of the dark, metal-clad classroom is complemented by daylight streaming through the facade. Pops of blush pink and pale orange activate the space with comfortable lounge seating placed to encourage informal meetings and gatherings throughout the day. Daylight, highlighting collaboration spaces, is a common thread throughout the facility, which was appreciated by the jurors. Through windows on the facade of the building or openings to the formerly dark basement, the designer's bright vision is showcased. The new and exciting makerspace is an addition to the program, bringing disciplines together in a collaborative manner. In a world where collaborative patient care is key, it is refreshing to see education design decisions reinforcing that clinical model in an innovative and exciting manner. Congratulations, Perkins and Will interior designers Heidi Costello and Anna Holmes and the rest of their incredible team. And a thank you and congratulations to all project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Your time and dedication help make this project fab.
The goal for this project was to create space to provide an array of behavioral health services for adults who have mental health and/or substance use disorders.
We work with them to address immediate needs, that might be basic needs like food and shelter, as well as long-term services. So getting connected to substance use disorder treatment or case management, housing, things like that. If somebody doesn't meet hospital level criteria and it's not a public safety issue and they might not have long-term services, this is a great place to start.
The clinic was designed around the theme Respite in the City. Guiding principles were developed and revisited often during the design process in order to stay true to the theme. Those guiding principles included familiarity of home, personal safety, person-centric, grounded natural elements, and sensory awareness.
The officer can come in here and bring the person in so that the person can get assistance and be able to leave in such a short amount of time that they're able to go back on the street. And the idea too is if they're getting their needs met, whether it's a crisis or whether it's because they're intoxicated, then you're less likely to actually see that person later that night or even the next day. And hopefully, if their needs are met, you might not see them ever again.
The reality is that the system that we work in is really complex and it's hard for people to connect with services. So we make space for people to talk about what's getting in the way of where they want their life and their health to be. And then we're able to help people break that down into steps and decide what the next best thing is, one thing at a time.
As a designer, having the opportunity to work on a project that has a positive impact on society is extremely rewarding. Design of the Hennepin County Behavioral Health and Wellness Clinic was that type of project for me. This project brings the city of Minneapolis one step closer to shining a light on the mental health crisis through positive, dignified care.
J&J Flooring will be presenting our Healthcare Award.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Tony Hill.
And I'm Kelly Newman with J&J Flooring. We're here at Intensive Residential Services Treatment in Savage, nominated for an award tonight. And we always love seeing our product in person.
So raise your hand if you're like us and you're tired of looking at pallets via Zoom with your coworkers or spreading out samples in your house and having books clog up everything in your living room.
We know every design team has been working extra hard to look at products and samples this past year and a half, and we're so grateful for that.
And that hard work has resulted in some incredible looking projects. The nominees for the healthcare are Regional Hospitals Facility Birth Center, BWBR.
Caris Health Redwood Hospital, HGA.
Mayo Mankato Surgical Services Expansion and Renovation, Perkins & Will.
Salute Dental, Shea Design.
And Intensive Residential Treatment Services Facility in Savage, Urban Work Architecture.
And the FAB Interior Design Award for Healthcare goes to
Caris Health Redwood Hospital, HGA. The Minnesota River, Redwood River, Ramsey Creek, and Redwood Lake all converge in Redwood Falls, Minnesota. These waterways have shaped the landscape for centuries and hold great meaning for the indigenous people who historically inhabited this region. Throughout the design process, the design team asked themselves how a single healthcare facility can reflect and inspire a diverse community. Taking cues from natural surroundings, the concept of confluence merges landscapes, cultures, and traditions with design to create space for community. Providing healthcare to rural communities is increasingly challenging due to staff shortages and financial constraints. To make the project viable, the local community-owned hospital entered into a new partnership with an established rural healthcare provider, with a vision to reinvent rural healthcare in Minnesota to ensure access and support thriving communities. HGA led community engagement sessions that both informed all aspects of design and the reimagination of their brand. By guiding the client through the selection of the site and innovative healthcare space planning, with experiential design and interior materiality, HGA provided a holistic approach that laid the foundation for a successful project. Caris Health Redwood Hospital is a 110,000 square foot critical access hospital and clinic that combines healthcare services with community space. In their previous facility, wayfinding was difficult for visitors, which led to a key driver in the design: having no wrong answer when navigating the space. A large sweeping canopy engages both the main entrance and the emergency entrance, and leads the users through the main entry as it flows into the lobby. Once inside, the expansive Main Street provides a singular artery that all services branch off from. The arching wood wall of Main Street draws on the local Redwood Falls and cascades down to the ground. A firewall separating the hospital and clinic occupancies is embedded in this signature design feature, which turns a technical and cost challenge into inspired design. Rising from a field of corn and soybeans is a space that transcends a typical hospital environment, a community hub that places people and local heritage at the forefront. So the jury absolutely loved this project. We really couldn't stop raving about it and about this one strong move that starts on the exterior of the building and carries through all of the interior architecture. The curvilinear wall that transforms into the ceiling is really such a strong organizing element for Main Street that is reflected not only in the portals that are great wayfinding elements that lead from the Main Street to the clinic space, but that element, that curvilinear element, is carried through all of the other forms in the building, the soft architecture of the soffit, the desks, and into the patient rooms. We felt that one strong move was really architecture at its best. Form and emotion married together in a really beautiful move. That strong move allowed the remainder of the materials to be really simple, unfussy, easy to maintain, which is great for a rural setting such as this. We also felt that the planning was very clear and strong. As a patient, we felt it would be very easy to find our way when we came to this facility. That main street with that organizing element, easy for someone to get back to and understand. But then when you went into the clinics themselves, they were so clear and easily planned, and that it would make wayfinding really a dream. The staff experience was not forgotten either. The spaces provided for staff within the clinic were really appropriately sized, provided that opportunity for onstage and offstage, and allows our caregivers to receive the care that they need while providing the appropriate care for their patients. The design, both interior and exterior, reflect that one continuous thought and singular voice throughout the space, which was such a strong move for this project. As I mentioned, we, the jury, could not really stop raving about that move and how well done this project was. Congratulations to HDA interior designer Alexa Choles and the rest of the team. And thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Your dedication and time made this project fab.
Each time a bicycle is donated to Express Bike Shop, a team of experienced mechanics and teen apprentices assess whether the bike can be cleaned, repaired, and sold. Alternatively, they assess which parts they can use to craft new bicycles. The shop will recycle any completely worn-out parts, and through this process, they ensure that up to 18 tons of metal scrap and 3 tons of rubber are kept out of landfills per year. The funds derived from selling refurbished bikes provide the income to hire, train, and provide vital job skills to teen apprentices. We worked with Express Bike Shop and Keystone Community Services during our annual Pro Bono Community Action Workshop, where a small team participated in an intensive design charrette. In working with the team, we quickly identified several goals and determined that we needed to provide the Express Bike Shop with a proposal for interior, exterior, site, graphic redesign with construction cost estimates. Our primary mission was to elevate the design of the existing site and store, giving it more visibility in the community and providing a better working experience for employees and apprentices.
Shaw and Global will be presenting our Restaurant Award.
Hi, I'm Carrie Lyford with Shaw Contract.
And I'm John Werner with Global Furniture Group. And we just had a quick bite, a fantastic lunch at the Grocer's Table in Wayzata, which is up for an award tonight.
Luckily, everyone is finally back out, able to walk or drive to their favorite restaurants, and this was just a stop that we happened to make today.
And I think we all appreciate that dining experience even more, especially after this past year. And a big part of creating that excitement is the interior design community.
The nominees for restaurant design are
Valdemar, Shea Design.
Sidebar at Certis, Shea Design.
The Grocer's Table, Shea Design.
And the FAB Award for Restaurant Design goes to
Grocer's Table, Shea Design. Shea partnered with chef and entrepreneur Lindsay Polat to bring her vision for the Grocer's Table to life. A cafe, bar, and market with ingredients and products that reflect a rustic approach to food. Whether they're dining at one of the farm tables, basking in the patio sunshine, or picking up dinner for a lakeside picnic, guests are immediately charmed by the stunning space and the concept that Shea created alongside Lindsay from the beginning. Care and love that's clear in the warm meets modern branding and considered touches throughout. It's a concept that's all about being brought into a well-curated home where guests are always welcome with a glass of wine, a latte, or a tasty fresh treat from the oven. Set on an idyllic corner in downtown Wayzata, the design echoes Grocer's seasonal warming approach. The design is clean and minimal, but at the same time a little raw, in line with the restaurant's emphasis on farm to table. A neutral palette is refined but not stuffy, and finishes are high-end without sacrificing patron comfort. Every material and decor item at the Grocer's table was hand-selected and placed to create a warm, inviting experience. Having opened in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, a smart layout was key to success at the Grocer's table, with its multiple service functions. Remember, we have a wine bar, market, quick serve restaurant, and coffee bar. When guests enter, they're immediately welcomed by the retail items, along with a clear path to the first service counter, where retail and deli purchases can be made, as well as ordering for in-house dining. A second service counter with its own queue is designated for easy flow for those looking to order a quick coffee or a drink. And plenty of well-spaced seat-yourself options mean that groups of all sizes can dine comfortably. To accommodate additional safety regulations, Shea designed additional takeout menus, QR codes, special safety signage, and labels for sanitation products. They also reconfigured the original outlet to devote more space to takeout items and less to in-house seating, and put additional work into the patio to make it especially unique, welcoming, and multi-seasonal. These changes were able to be made seamlessly, with the space still perfectly in keeping with concept and brand. After much deliberation, we, the judges, selected the Grocer's table because this is truly a project of our time. The design speaks the freshness of health and well-being. The space is bright, but at the same time comfortable, simple yet bountiful, sophisticated and inviting. And in an age of individual customization, each patron has much from which to choose. Congratulations to Shea Design, interior designers Corey Kuchenmeister, Jessica Braun, and the rest of the incredible team. And a thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Your time and dedication helped make this project FAB.
Henriksen and All Steel will be presenting our Hospitality Award.
Hi, I'm Deb Barnes with Henriksen.
Hi, I'm Jason Zilsdorf with All Steel.
And who's ready to travel? I don't know about you, but my first trip in over a year was to Chicago, and it was a business trip and it felt like an exotic escape.
Honestly, any of us deserves a getaway at one of these hospitality nominees.
We're fortunate today to be standing inside one of those nominated properties, the Omni Viking Lakes Hotel in Eagan. And I don't know about you, Jason, but after this, I'm ready for a spa day.
The Mud Pack is already calling my name. So without further ado, this year's nominees are Emerald Queen Casino Resort by Cunningham,
and the Cottonwood Hotel by DLR Group,
Surety by DLR Group,
and the Omni Viking Lakes Hotel by ESG Architecture,
and
the FAB Interior Design Award goes to
Omni Vikings Lake Hotel, ESG Architecture. Located in a region of the country where resilience is an expectation, this 14-story, 330-room, new construction hospitality property is designed to host an immersive experience that explores the brand story of a professional sports team. The hotel encompasses 4 tiers of uniquely designed suites and public areas that include expansive event and meeting spaces, multiple food and beverage destinations, concierge lounges, and a day spa. Designers tapped into the historical and regional references of Norse rituals, sculptural artifacts, and the sparse northern landscape to guide the design while reinterpreting the team's brand through a hospitality lens. Materials that convey strength and resiliency were used as a nod to both the Viking era and the modern sportsman. Burled white oak, eroded textures, maritime scaffolding, and plasterwork were selected for their raw, unpretentious qualities and to evoke the sense of wear by the Arctic Sea. Guest arrival is anchored by a series of prominent, bespoke, traditional Norse columns crafted by a local artisan. Nautical rope inspires the wrap of the column bases. A cairn, rocks used to mark a trail, inspired the form of the reception desk. The northern lights of the Aurora Borealis inspired the color schemes for each guest room and suite. And the two-story suites are stacked along one end of the building so as to act as a beacon at night, illuminating the exterior of the building. Designed around a cylindrical ritual of thermotherapy, the day spa features a communal sauna, an experience led by Sauna Meister. Food and beverage venues immerse guests into the culinary experience. A deconstructed display kitchen in the main restaurant provides a front row seat to a wood-fired cooking, while a wraparound cantilevered bar stands opposite. Tucked into the amenities on one of the upper levels, guests are invited to discover a traditional sportsman club cocktail lounge with a sky deck for exclusive views into the training camp. This property is an inclusive gathering place that welcomes players, their fans, and the surrounding community as a gathering and entertainment destination celebrating the bold North. We jurors gravitated to this project because its Norse concept was so clearly and authentically executed. There's a consistency to the design that never falters, yet it's not repetitive. The simplicity of the detail in both the fixed decor and the FF&E is offset by the quality and variety of the material selections and decorative elements. The submission appears to have been curated by the same critical design eye. Presentation was handled with the same level of creative discipline. Congratulations, ESG architecture interior designers Anne Fritz, Bridget Hale, Lisa Vanderpaul, Amy Burkert, Morgan Altman, Mark Whitnick, and the rest of the incredible team. And a big thank you and congratulations to all of the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Your time and dedication helped make this project FAB.
Welcome to the Redwell.
Welcome to the virtual grand opening for the Redwell, our brand new affordable housing project in the North Loop of Minneapolis.
The Redwell brings much needed and crucial affordable housing to the North Loop neighborhood, an area where vacancies are low and rents are high.
It's a well thought through, well placed, fantastically designed project that fits this area. It fits a need for affordable housing. It's an amenity rich neighborhood that just blends right into where we're at.
One of the big things that we're pushing for is to make sure that we have a beautiful diversity of socioeconomic backgrounds in every neighborhood. And in part, that means ensuring that we're putting affordable housing in middle and upper income neighborhoods, especially those that are trucking and thriving the most. And as we know, North Loop has gone through a renaissance over the last several years, and we want to make sure that everyone has the right to live there.
The Redwell project is a testament to what can be achieved when housing developers and public housing agencies work together in meeting the needs of the community.
The Redwell was formerly a fruit and vegetable warehouse called Zuccaro's Produce. So as an ode to the former use, we named the building the Redwell, which is a Minnesota apple variety founded at the Minnesota Arboretum. The Redwell is a mixed-use building with 109 affordable units and also 10,000 square feet of commercial space. We opened officially on October 1st, and since then we've had 75 households move into the Redwell. It's been great to see this project come to life.
We're delivering 109 units of affordable housing, with 22 of those units affordable to households earning 30% of the area median income or less. In addition, we have 87 units that are affordable to households earning 60% of the area median income or less. For a family of four, that equates to $60,000 a year.
We've been able to house around 22 households off their waiting list who've been waiting anywhere from 7 to 10 years for a Section 8 voucher.
It's an affordable living apartment complex. However, the quality of the product is absolutely amazing, and our residents get the feel that they're in a market rate apartment.
I want to acknowledge the amazing Schaefer Richardson team that worked tirelessly on this project. First and foremost, Amanda Jansen was the development manager who made this project possible. Dominic Jensen worked hard to bring the project over the finish line. And Schaefer Richardson's commercial property management and leasing team continue to work to lease the 10,000 square feet of commercial space.
I really need to thank, of course, the architects, Urban Works, our contractor, Greiner, and our financial partners, Merchants Bank, WNC Financial, the City of Minneapolis, and the Minnesota Public Housing Agency.
The Redwell has a complex financing structure, including tax-exempt bonds from our partners at Hennepin County, tax increment financing and housing tax credit from the City of Minneapolis, a permanent loan from Fannie Mae, as well as a construction and bridge loan from Merchants Capital.
Merchants Capital is thankful to all of the partners involved in this $16 million construction and permanent financing transaction. This is especially and increasingly crucial as Minneapolis has a serious shortage of housing that low-income residents can afford. We're honored to have partaken in the financing of this incredibly important, necessary, and special project to help provide affordable housing for all. Thank you and cheers to your opening.
The best part about this project is the people. The people and the relationships we've developed with Schaefer Richardson, with Urban Works and Greiner working together has been what we'll all remember and what was fantastic about this project.
With the help of some great partners and subcontractors, we were able to work through some very difficult conditions with the global pandemic that everyone's working through and supply chain issues. We couldn't have done half as good of a job if we didn't have those great partners that we worked with. Can't say enough about the partnership of Steve and Scott being able to be flexible and literally moving move-ins around so that the day that we're getting appliances on site, there's tenants that are able to move in right after we're moving out.
It's been really exciting watching this project grow. I'm really excited to be part of the community that we're building here.
It's so exciting to see this one move forward. Thank you so much to Schaefer Richardson, to the Neighborhood Association, to everyone that has been involved in making sure that this project can become a reality. We're totally behind you.
The Minneapolis Public Housing Authority is excited to welcome families to the Redwell, our new neighbors.
Thank you so much for joining us and celebrating this grand opening. We'll see you soon.
If you're interested in being a part of our community, please hop on to our website at theredwellnorthloop.com and enter in the promo code VGO free app, VGO FREEAPP, and apply online. Thank you again for joining us.
Tarkett will be presenting our Living Award.
Hi, I'm Andy Schaff with Tarkett.
And I'm Kirsten Larson with Tarkett.
And we're presenting the nominees for the Living category.
These projects truly take the feeling of home to the next level. The nominees are the Berkman ESG Architecture, Bridgewater Lofts Studio Gray, Odin ESG Architecture, Harper Apartments Ryan A and E, Rhyme Apartments Studio Gray, 590 Park, 4 calling birds, 3 friends. Oh, sorry. Urban Works Architecture. And the FAB Interior Design Award goes to
590 Park, Urban Works Architecture. 590 Park is a multi-family housing building in the historic Capitol Heights neighborhood of St. Paul. The building includes significant amenity spaces, 90 true micro, studio, and one-bedroom units, and a renovated attached parking garage. The design goals for this project revolved around making the space functional and comfortable for the residents. The design team was asked to maximize functional space and movement throughout amenity areas, create a visual connection between separated spaces for awareness of occupancy, and create a modern design to elevate the reduced footprint of the shared spaces. The design team also worked closely with the architect in the rehabilitation of the existing parking garage in both function and aesthetics to create continuity between this existing structure and the newly built apartment building. These goals were achieved through a creative application of FF&E and interior design. And I think when we talked about this project, one of the things that we loved was the detailing and the play of texture and finishes. The lighting package in this project was so thoughtful and spot on. In an era where things can easily be overdone, this was just right. Congratulations, Urban Works, interior designers Liz Williams, Sarah Davis, Sarah Doherty, and thank you, congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up if you're watching. Yes, literally stand up, because your time and dedication helped make this project fab.
Atmosphere will be presenting our Building Amenity Award. We're here in downtown Minneapolis at 222 Tower, one of the nominees for Building Amenity. Building amenities have become more and more valuable as we yearn to get out of our home offices. Robert, are you paying attention?
Yes, Nat. I'm just loving these amenities, the sophistication, the technology, and the stellar patio. Now more than ever, the focus is keeping people safe and comfortable in these spaces that will continue to be reimagined with thoughtful design. The nominees for Building Amenity are
Wells Fargo Center Amenity Floor, ESG Architecture.
South Point Office Center, Lobby and Fitness Refresh, Gensler.
222 Tower, Nelson Worldwide.
And the FAB Interior Design Award for Building Amenity goes to
222 Tower, Nelson Worldwide. Following the commercial building sale to Lingerfoot Commonwealth Partners, the former Campbell Mithun Tower was rebranded as 222, with the new owners looking to invest in the building, offering future-forward amenities to attract new tenants. Nelson Worldwide was selected for this extensive renovation to transform the first and second floors and create a unique, uniform building experience throughout the tower. This was what design is all about, taking existing conditions and reimagining them. They were thoughtful, they were poignant. It was right on time. Congratulations, Nelson, Scott Herlinger, David Felock, Amanda St. Jack, Marie Hastings, Matt Grenall, and Timothy Moore. Thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up. Yes, take your moment right now. If you're watching, your time and dedication helped make this project fab.
So to be certified, you need to choose 3 petals, one of which needs to be materials, energy, or water. So we chose materials, and we also chose beauty and equity for our other 2. Beauty was an easy choice because of the balance between the science and the art of architecture and wanting to make sure that that was celebrated in some way. That we've celebrated the beauty through the materiality, but also through the actual art itself that you're seeing here.
Yeah, the human physiological response to design is a big deal. And this was a zero waste construction project. So we collected all packaging, down to all the tape on every box. And your artists actually collected other materials as well and made it into this fantastic installation.
So for the equity pedal, connectivity was a big deal. The access to transit, the being bikeable and walkable. And then also we needed to make sure that we had access to daylight for everybody. So the places that we spend the majority of our day, you'll notice that the desks are close to the daylight and to the windows. Humans spend an awful lot of time inside. We need light, and it's a human right, really. So that's part of the equity pedal as well. And then letting people choose how to work throughout the day. If they need focus, if they want to stand, if they want to sit, if they want to be in a lounge chair, that's another part of the design that relates to equity. Choice, personal choice.
A major thing that we focused on for the interior design was to keep the palette really simple so that the work that we do and our materials could really be the highlight of the space.
Yeah, we tried to use a very simplistic palette and just use the same materials in multiple different ways.
Knoll and Parameters will be presenting our Workplace Small Award.
Hey, I'm Kelly Selvig from Parameters. And I'm Kay Lynch with Knoll. We know that the office is much more than a spot to work. It can be a brand experience, a place to gather, to connect, to thrive, create and be inspired by your team. It's our home away from home.
We are here at Sons of Norway, a Workplace Small nominee that was designed by ESG Architecture. It's an inspirational space that deeply reflects its company and the community it serves. We loved partnering with ESG to make this project come to life.
We're so inspired by how the collection of curated furniture plays beautifully with the architectural details and the material palette to actually tell the intricate stories of Norwegian culture.
Now let's take a look at this year's nominees for Workplace Small, each one making a large impact within a small footprint. The nominees are
Securing Financial, Leadership in Boardroom Renovation by BWPR.
Chestnut Cambrone, DLR Group.
Sons of Norway by ESG Architecture.
510 Marquette Studio, MSR Design.
Colliers Minneapolis by Nelson Worldwide.
Westmont Office, Ryan A&E. And the FAB Interior Design Award for Workplace Small goes to
510 Marquette Studio, MSR. This urban workplace, designed for human health and well-being, leaves as small an impact on the environment as possible. MSR designs new studio and workplace at 510 Marquette in downtown Minneapolis offers a flexible, equitable, and inclusive work environment. MSR's Design's new studio cultivates an environment through spaces that support the myriad ways of making architecture and enables the firm to display rather than hide the design process. The design arranges workstations around the perimeter near large windows. Various flexible support and workspaces on the interior allow staff to work efficiently, effectively, and creatively in a dynamic environment. The juxtaposition of a solid black box inserted into the open white perimeter areas delineates the different areas. Via much collaboration between the design and construction team, the studio and workspace was designed to achieve Living Building Challenge, LBC, pedal certification for the materials, beauty, and equity pedals. In order to achieve the LBC equity pedal, the design and client team needed to address the following measures: human scale and human places, universal access to nature and place, equitable investments, along with the completed LBC Just label. As part of achieving the Just label, MSR Design was required to create specific and detailed policy statements on a number of issues. The transparency that comes from putting in writing and publishing for others to see will lead to additional changes in the future. The materials palette starts with what exists in the space, irregular and interesting traces of historic travertine floors, old brick walls and piers along the exterior, and the fireproofing clad columns and ceiling structure. To reduce the carbon footprint, the design team created a minimal palette of intervening materials. Visible from the street level, a biophilic art installation incorporates the repurposed construction waste and collected plant materials nestled within the workspace. Materials are installed to be reused or same cycled in the future. To reduce construction waste, the construction team developed a comprehensive waste and recycling management plan. Individual subcontractors managed on-site recycling stations in lieu of dumpsters. The construction site was so tidy, the client received a budget credit from the general contractor for final project cleanup. The project was officially certified on April 13, 2021, making it the first project in Minnesota to receive LPC Pedal certification. We love the Pedal certification and recycling. The waste as art and the art integration in the space itself, also great. And the space simplicity. Congratulations to all. Again, congrats to MSR, interior designers Tracy Lineski, Veronica McCracken, Emily Gross, and Leanne Larson, and the rest of the incredible team. And a big thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up for yourself if you're watching. Hopefully next year we'll be all together again. Your time and dedication helped make this another FAB project.
Gardner Builders will be presenting our Workplace Large Award.
Hi, I'm Jess Stowe.
And I'm Barry Stoffel with Gardner Builders. Jess and I are here at NJL, a Minneapolis law firm that we collaborated on with ESG. They are one of tonight's nominees.
One of the best things about the work we do with design teams is seeing the space finally come together. All the unique details and individual character that comes alive in each project.
We love the work that we all do together in our industry, create spaces where others can do their best work as well.
Let's take a look at this year's large workplace nominees.
SRF Headquarters, Office Relocation, BWBR.
NJL, ESG Architecture.
Sun Country Airlines, Headquarters Relocation, Gensler.
Dropbox Headquarters, HGA.
Northrop Grumman, HGA.
Ceridian, Nelson Worldwide.
And Regis Corporation, Corporate Headquarters, Perkins & Will.
And the FAB Interior Design Award
for Workplace Large goes to
Dropbox, HGA. Dropbox is the country's leading online file hosting service. When they approached their new headquarters, Dropbox set aspirational goals, seeking a workplace that would unleash creative energy for a diverse workforce and foster connection, curiosity, and creativity. The over 730,000 square foot headquarters resolves those aspirational goals with a sensory-inspired design that allows Dropbox to flex interior spaces as their business evolves, continuously reimagining how they do business and how they support a productive, healthy work style. Very helpful in today's environment. The main lobby welcomes both guests and employees, featuring a metal mesh pillowed ceiling, terrazzo floors, and a curved stair clad in mirrored steel. The materials of the lobby are softly contrasted with the casual seating, large sheer draperies, and an abundance of plantings. Beyond the lobby, the spec building is divided into 4 interconnecting sectors, which further scale down into a series of flexible neighborhoods, featuring workplaces for up to 40 people in each section. Movable cork walls, sheer curtain systems, and configurable furniture allow a variety of desk and seating configurations for heads-down work, group meetings, and one-on-one dialogue, also addressing acoustic issues. Celebrating employees' wellness, the new headquarters embraces work-life balance by offering 2 floors of amenities. Each space reflects a unique sensory aesthetic with finishes, furnishings, lighting, and acoustics that enhance the specific activity or experience within. With a light touch to the architecture, the interior materials, rather than just being applied to walls and floor surfaces, are integrated into the building infrastructure, rigidly adapting to the architectural plane. The central corridor, referred to as a loop, not only provides access between neighborhoods, it provides connection to in-between spaces, as well as seamlessly connecting the entire building from one sector to another. The loop includes framed views of the city at each end and opens to light-filled open work areas and roof gardens, providing moments of mystery and surprise as patrons move about their workday. Moving away from the heavily saturated colors and dramatic contrasts that are typical in technology environments, the subtle touch of color and restrained use of materials elevate the qualities of the workspaces, providing a visually clean setting for creative work. We liked the variety of the spaces and the space types. The space had a very immersive feel with a lot of diversity. For us, each room just seemed to have a there. Office of today. Great design overall. Congrats to HGA with the interior designers Lindsay Homer, Mari and Sarah, and the rest of the incredible team, especially the collaborating design architect team with Johnson Markley. And a thank you and congratulations to all the project collaborators and contributors. Stand up for yourself. If you're watching, your time and dedication helped make this project fab. Congrats again.
Throughout the evening, we've gotten to hear the stories of 5 incredible companies and organizations, all working to make our world a brighter place. Let's recap the social impact projects and the amazing design teams who worked on them. Keystone Community Services, Express Bike Shop, HGA. Wolf Ridge Environmental Learning Center, HGA. Hennepin County Behavioral Health and Wellness Center, Mohegan Hansen Architecture and Interiors. 510 Marquette Studio, MSR Design. And Redwell, Urban Works Architecture. And the inaugural FAB Interior Design Award for Social Impact goes to
Keystone Community Services Express Bike Shop by HGA. And I'm gonna ask for a little grace, and I'm gonna go off script. Is that okay? Are we okay with that? Because this project, it was just so spot on what it means to focus on a community-based project with so much intentionality and focus on function and really extending the operations and the programming of the bike shop into the community. And I want to talk about a couple things here that they were able to achieve. One, they had a very conservative budget of $40,000, and that included all the interior renovations, new signage. But the goal was to really elevate the mission, right? Elevating the mission to the site, the existing design, give it more visibility to the community. And I think they did just that and more. I mean, the approach was to simplify and create a cohesive space with strong identity, clarify the palette, and bold graphics. But I think also it's just recognizing how design can extend beyond a space and into the community. I mean, this store has become a landmark in the neighborhood, and it not only benefits the employees, it benefits the community, the bike riders of the Twin Cities. These types of projects are near and dear to me. They are a direct reflection of what design equity means. So congratulations, HGA. Interior designers Lindsay Homer, Naz Bilichik, and the rest of this incredible team. You all know what to do next. Stand up. Thank you, congratulations to all the project collaborators, contributors. Thank you for your time and dedication to helping make this project fab.
me in my sleep? Are you wait for me? Pain in my chest. Oh, you cling to me. I don't really know, I don't really know, I don't really know how to fix me. And does she even know, does she even know, does she even know how you once loved me? It's a strange feeling, like never coming home. What a way to love someone, what a way to let someone go. It's a strange feeling, like I'm never gonna be home. What a way to love someone. Memories in my brain, oh, they lied to me. Does she even know, does she even know, does she even know how you were once mine? It's a strange feeling, like never coming home. What a way to love someone, what a way to let someone go. It's a strange feeling, like I'm never gonna be home. What a way to love someone. I don't really know, I don't really know, I don't really know if I'll ever feel peace. And I will never know, I will never know, I will never know how you forgot me.
Let's hear it for that beautiful performance by Natea Johnson with Elevate Performing Arts Center to the song Does She Know? Now, let's turn it over to Fluid, who will be presenting our Design Presentation and Storytelling Award.
I'm Rosa Brandt. Megan and I are here at Regis, where our Fluid team partnered with Perkins & Will to provide a fresh new headquarters for a global salon franchising brand.
I'm loving all the salon-inspired details and the timeline of the company's history. It allows users to really engage with the brand's story. Every space carries a story, and to weave that story into the built environment seamlessly and beautifully is a skill that should be celebrated.
Out of all the project entries, the jurors have selected one project that exemplifies artistic design presentation and well-crafted storytelling.
The FAB Interior Design Award winner for design presentation and storytelling is
Westwood Hills Nature Center, HGA. Westwood Hills stood apart from the other entries by telling a story of design as a transformational experience. Their Nature Center transforms visitors with education, the staff by reorganization and inspiration, the environment by integration and orientation, and, for me, the most important, our collective future with the careful selection of materials, methods, and resources. I encourage you to look at their presentation to see how they told the story of their story. From the overall concept to the finest of details, their submission demonstrates that the design team was living in each and every moment as the Nature Center came to life.
Hi, my name is Jason West, the Recreation Superintendent for the City of St. Louis Park. Welcome to Westwood Hills Nature Center, the new interpretive building. This building is a very unique building with features such as geothermal wells that are underground and also solar panels on top of the roof that help heat and cool our facility. It also has a very tight envelope too that was designed by HGA. All these sustainability efforts were designed by HGA, which we greatly appreciate. Along with this massing wall, this thermal massing wall behind me. Another great component to this building is how the interior design really brought this building together, which HGA was instrumental on making that interior design their sustainability goals and creating a net zero energy building. We also want to create this building as a teaching tool, where visitors can explore this exhibit space right behind me and explore every corner and discover something new. Our visitors are absolutely loving this facility. We want to thank HGA for their partnership, helping this building come to life.
So another big round of congratulations to the HGA team, and a round of thank yous and congratulations to all of the project collaborators and contributors. And from my point of view, especially Westwood Hills, who believes in the power of design to transform our world for the better. Congratulations.
All right, ladies, it's time for the big one, the 2021 Grand Award.
All 46 entries were so impressive. So glad I wasn't one of the jurors. How could you choose just one? Drum roll, please. The FAB 2021
Interior Design Grand Award
goes to
510 Marquette Studio, MSR. Again, congratulations. The jurors all gravitated to this project among some relatively stiff competition. So this was not an easy decision, but we're very proud of this project for you. We love the full integration of art and the recycled approach to that. And as I had said earlier, we were taken by the clean simplicity of the design, or edited. I loved in particular the grounding central box that everything seemed to kind of organize itself around, which we really enjoyed. And actually it was a really great use of the video in the presentation. So, and again of course the materials petals was also a great add to that. So congrats again, really great design. The jurors were proud to select. On a side personal note, I know how important this is. My firm just won this year in NorCal for Best in Show. So congratulations, it's a great win and a great honor. And again, congratulations to the whole MSR team and to all the contributors and project collaborators. Congrats again. In closing, I wanted to thank the volunteer committee that actually puts on the show and does all the work. It's tireless and sometimes unforgiving. But again, congratulations on that and your 18th year. That's quite something. It's been an honor and a joy to serve as a juror on the committee, and congrats again to all, and what an exciting night. Cheers.
Congratulations to all. We have a great profession. Let's use it to make a better world. Bye.
So we come to a close for the evening. I wanted to take the opportunity to thank my fellow jurors for the lively conversations we had about the different projects, and for the organizing committee for all the help. And I look forward to welcoming you to a recently reopened and truly vibrant New York City. Have a good night.
Thank you for joining us this evening, celebrating all that is fab about being in this community and this industry. And thank you to everyone who worked diligently to help each of these projects come to life.
Thank you once again to our jurors, Mary, Julia, Kia, and Gary, all of our local businesses that created our fab kits, Sharp Sign Co. for beautiful plaques, and to Natea Johnson for sharing her incredible talent with us.
A huge thank you to Joe Kessler and his whole team at Kessler Productions, who once again ensured this event would be a success, and to the FAB committee for giving us another night to remember. Good night.
Where's the
All
after
right.
party?
I'm ready for some more fun.
Scene three.
Trying to make my face look natural.
Action.
Hi, I'm Jester.
Grand award goes to...
Rosa won't tell us.
You want to do this one? Yeah, you did. Of course I did. FAB Award, Scene 27, Take 2.
This year's nominees are Emerald.
I don't remember. Get those scissors out.
Yeah.
I need a little trim. Robert, are you paying attention?
Yes, Nat. So much popcorn in my mouth. I should have
Okay, don't
put
eat the
too much in
popcorn.
there.
I thought you said you've done this before.
And the FAB.
Yeah, on my son, but it wasn't with the scissors. So
That's
just
all right.
hold on
Just
here.
What were you using?
Oh, boy. Oh, kayak.
Oh, I like it. Okay. Hi, IIDA North. I can't say IIDA.
Ooh.
All right. Hi.
And since you have a smile that will be in any dental ad.
Thank you.
That smile again.
Son of a gun.
In tall grass aspen parkland.
Drum roll, please.
You only you say that. Just you.
Or only I say.
Do I say drum roll, please?
Okay.
And Northrop Grumman by H.D. Grumman.
Grumman.
Robert, bring your popcorn up just even a little bit more. I know it might feel uncomfortable to you, but it'll look a little bit better.
I always eat my popcorn at this level.
A big congratulations to Natalie Rethlake with HGA.
Campbell Mithune. Oh, Lord. We're going to just keep this going.
Oopsie. Okay. Let's start over. Okay.
And the FAB Interior Design Award Workplace.